the 2025 CDL Tanker Practice Test. This test has 60 questions to help you prepare for this test. Before we get started, don't forget to jumpstart that like button to keep this channel running. Now here is your CDL instructor to walk you through the questions.
Question 1. The person in charge of loading and unloading a propane cargo tank. A. Must be the same person loading and unloading the tank. B. Must be a minimum of 100 feet away at all times. C. Must be a minimum of 250 feet away at all times. D. Must be sure that a qualified person is always watching. The correct answer is D. Must be sure that a qualified person is always watching. The person in charge of loading and unloading a cargo tank must be sure a qualified person is always watching. The person in charge, however, does not need to be the same person who is watching. Question 2. What distinguishes the handling characteristics of a baffled tanker from a tanker equipped with baffles? A. Baffled tankers have lower weight capacity. B. Baffled tankers require higher tire pressure. C. Baffled tankers have a higher center of gravity. D. The baffled tanker will have less front-to-back surge than the unbaffled tanker. The correct answer is D. The baffled tanker will have less front-to-back surge than the unbaffled tanker. Baffles in a tanker help minimize liquid movement and surge, resulting in improved stability and control during acceleration, deceleration, and maneuvering, particularly in the front-to-back direction. Question 3. While driving on a clear night, when dimming your headlights from high to low, you should adjust your speed to ensure you can stop within A. The speed limit. B. The distance of one city block. C. A shorter time than usual. D. The distance you can see ahead. The correct answer is D. The distance you can see ahead. Dimming your headlights improves visibility for both you and other drivers. By adjusting your speed to ensure you can stop within the distance you can see ahead, you enhance your ability to react to unexpected obstacles or hazards on the road. Question 4. Tank vehicles come in various types and sizes. Be sure to check the blank to make sure the vehicle's pre- and post-trip inspections are correctly done. A. FMCSA's website for updated tanker regulations. B. Company's MSDS, Material Safety Data Sheet Procedures. C. Operator's Manual. D. Shipping requirements. The correct answer is C. Operator's Manual. Because tank vehicles come in many types and sizes and have a variety of features as well as special purpose equipment, it is important to check the vehicle's operator manual to be sure it is being inspected correctly. Ultimately, the driver will be responsible for the maneuvering of the vehicle. It is important to fully know the equipment. Question 5. What is one way to control a surge? A. Pump the brakes. Do not release brakes too soon when coming to a complete stop. B. Use stab braking before coming to a complete stop. Use a low gear to help slow the vehicle down. C. Keep a steady pressure on the brakes before coming to a complete stop. D. Keep a 7-second following distance. The correct answer is C. Keep a steady pressure on the brakes before coming to a complete stop. Surges can be minimized by maneuvering the vehicle gently. One example is to apply and keep steady pressure on the brakes before coming to a complete stop, especially at intersections. Question 6. What factors determine the appropriate liquid load to be transported in a tank? A. The driver's experience and skill level. B. The type of tires installed on the truck. C. The tank's maximum capacity and design specifications. D. The weather conditions on the day of transportation. The correct answer is C. The tank's maximum capacity and design specifications. The amount of liquid that can be loaded into a tank is primarily determined by the tank's maximum capacity and design specifications. Each tank is designed to handle a specific volume of liquid safely and efficiently. Exceeding the tank's maximum capacity can lead to overloading, which poses significant safety risks and potential damage to the tank and the vehicle. Therefore, it is crucial for drivers and operators to be aware of the tank's specifications and load the appropriate amount of liquid within the recommended limits. Option C correctly identifies the essential factors that dictate the liquid load to be transported in a tank. Question 7. What term refers to a liquid-tight partition within a tank that separates compartments? A. Baffle. B. Bulkhead. C. Separator. D. Divider. The correct answer is B. Bulkhead. A bulkhead is a sturdy and leak-proof barrier inside a tank that prevents liquid from flowing between compartments, contributing to the safe and controlled transport of various liquids. Question 8. What is the most appropriate action to take when driving a tanker through a curve? A. Speed up gradually. B. Brake suddenly. C. Maintain a constant speed. D. Slow to a safe speed before entering the curve, then proceed cautiously as you go through it. The correct answer is D. Slow to a safe speed before entering the curve, then proceed cautiously as you go through it. When driving a tanker through a curve, the best practice is to reduce your speed to a safe level before entering the curve. This helps prevent the contents of the tanker from sloshing and shifting excessively, reducing the risk of rollovers or loss of control. Once you've slowed to a safe speed, it is essential to proceed through the curve with caution, avoiding sudden acceleration, braking, or abrupt steering maneuvers that could destabilize the vehicle. This approach ensures a smoother and safer maneuvering of the tanker through the curve. Question 9. If a CLP, Commercial Learner's Permit, is issued with a tanker N endorsement, what restriction must it also contain? A. P. No passengers. B. X. No cargo in a CMV tank. C. S. No hazmat in cargo tank. D. W. No water in cargo tank. The correct answer is B. X. No cargo in a CMV tank. Commercial Learner's Permit holders are forbidden to haul cargo in a CMV tank. Question 10. What term describes the phenomenon of liquid movement within a partially filled tanker truck? A. Wave propagation. B. Vibration. C. Surge. D. Roll effect. The correct answer is C. Surge. Surge refers to the movement of liquid back and forth within a partially filled tanker during acceleration, deceleration, or sudden maneuvers, which can affect the vehicle's stability and handling. Question 11. What can you anticipate about the on-road handling of a truck equipped with a cargo tank containing baffles? A. The truck will have smoother on-road handling due to reduced cargo movement. B. The truck may experience more sway and instability due to the presence of baffles. C. The truck's handling will be unaffected by the presence of baffles in the cargo tank. D. The truck's brakes will be less effective with baffles in the cargo tank. The correct answer is A. The truck will have smoother on-road handling due to reduced cargo movement. Baffles are partitions inside a cargo tank that help to reduce the movement of liquid cargo during transportation. When a truck is equipped with baffles in its cargo tank, the liquid cargo's sloshing and shifting are minimized, leading to improved stability and smoother handling on the road. The baffles effectively prevent the cargo from surging from side to side, reducing the risk of the truck swaying or becoming unstable. This enhances the overall safety and control of the vehicle during transit, making option A the correct answer. Question 12. What is the most effective method to prevent a tanker from rolling over while navigating a curve? A. Increasing the speed gradually during the curve. B. Keeping the steering wheel in a fixed position. C. Slowing down to a safe speed before entering the curve. D. Overloading the tanker for better stability. The correct answer is C. Slowing down to a safe speed before entering the curve. The best way to prevent a tanker from rolling over while going through a curve is to slow down to a safe speed before entering the curve. Tankers, especially those carrying liquids, have a higher center of gravity, making them more susceptible to rollovers if the curve is taken at high speeds. By reducing the speed before entering the curve, the driver can maintain better control over the vehicle, minimize the risk of cargo sloshing, and lower the chances of rollover accidents. Additionally, drivers should maintain a consistent and smooth steering input throughout the curve to enhance stability and avoid sudden maneuvers that could destabilize the tanker. Prioritizing safety, cautious driving, and adhering to recommended speed limits for curves are essential practices to prevent accidents and ensure a secure transportation process. Question 13. What is the primary purpose of a baffled tanker trailer in a CDL tanker vehicle? A. To reduce the risk of rollovers during transport. B. To increase the maximum load capacity of the tanker trailer. C. To improve fuel efficiency of the tanker vehicle. D. To decrease the stopping distance of the tanker vehicle. The correct answer is A. To reduce the risk of rollovers during transport. A baffled tanker trailer uses internal partitions called baffles to prevent liquid cargo from shifting and sloshing during transport. This maintains the stability of the vehicle, reduces the risk of rollovers, and ensures safe transportation of the cargo. Question 14. A cargo tank can also be defined as bulk packaging, which has a water capacity exceeding blank as a receptacle for a gas. A. 1,000 pounds. B. 500 pounds. C. 750 pounds. D. 1,500 pounds. The correct answer is A. 1,000 pounds. A cargo tank is also referred to as bulk packaging, which is packaging other than a vessel or a barge, including a transport vehicle, in which hazardous materials are loaded and has a water capacity exceeding 1,000 pounds as a receptacle for gas. Question 15. What factors determine the appropriate liquid load to be transported in a tank? A. The driver's experience and skill level. B. The type of tires installed on the truck. C. The tank's maximum capacity and design specifications. D. The weather conditions on the day of transportation. The correct answer is C. The tank's maximum capacity and design specifications. The amount of liquid that can be loaded into a tank is primarily determined by the tank's maximum capacity and design specifications. Each tank is designed to handle a specific volume of liquid safely and efficiently. Exceeding the tank's maximum capacity can lead to overloading, which poses significant safety risks and potential damage to the tank and the vehicle. Therefore, it is crucial for drivers and operators to be aware of the tank's specifications and load the appropriate amount of liquid within the recommended limits. Option C correctly identifies the essential factors that dictate the liquid load to be transported in a tank. Question 16. What action should you take if an oncoming vehicle drifts into your lane? A. Speed up to pass the vehicle quickly. B. Sound your horn and maintain your lane position. C. Swerve onto the shoulder to avoid a collision. D. Slow down and steer to the right, allowing the vehicle to pass. The correct answer is D. Slow down and steer to the right, allowing the vehicle to pass. If an oncoming vehicle drifts into your lane, your priority should be to maintain safety and avoid a collision. The correct action is to slow down and steer to the right, creating as much space as possible between your vehicle and the oncoming vehicle. This maneuver allows the oncoming vehicle to pass safely without the need for abrupt lane changes or risky evasive actions. Sound judgment and calm reactions are crucial in such situations to prevent potential accidents and ensure the safety of both drivers and their passengers. Always prioritize defensive driving and stay focused on making safe decisions when encountering unexpected scenarios on the road. Question 17. What is the primary purpose of a baffled tanker trailer in a CDL tanker vehicle? A. To reduce the risk of rollovers during transport. B. To increase the maximum load capacity of the tanker trailer. C. To improve fuel efficiency of the tanker vehicle. D. To decrease the stopping distance of the tanker vehicle. The correct answer is A. To reduce the risk of rollovers during transport. A baffled tanker trailer uses internal partitions called baffles to prevent liquid cargo from shifting and sloshing during transport. This maintains the stability of the vehicle, reduces the risk of rollovers, and ensures safe transportation of the cargo. Question 18. The oil pressure level of a tank vehicle while idling should be A. 30 to 50 psi, B. 0 to 15 psi, C. 5 to 20 psi, D. 60 to 75 psi. The correct answer is C. 5 to 20 psi. While idling a CMV, the normal oil pressure range should be between 5 to 20 psi. If readings are low, dropping or fluctuating, have a maintenance check performed immediately. Without oil, the engine can be rapidly destroyed. Question 19. While inspecting a tank vehicle hauling hazardous materials, it is also important to ensure that A. Vents are covered to prevent vapors from escaping. B. Vents are closed while being inspected. C. Vents are removed after inspection. D. Vents are clear so that they work correctly. The correct answer is D. Vents are clear so that they work correctly. If the vents are clogged and filled with debris, the venting system may not work properly, causing a backup of harmful fumes and vapors. Question 20. Safety valves on the bottom of a tank vehicle are A. Designed to stay intact during an accident and safely secure the liquid in the tanker. B. Designed to melt during an accident and safely secure the liquid in the tanker. C. Designed to spring lock during an accident and safely secure the liquid in the tanker. D. Designed to shear off and safely secure the liquid in the tanker during an accident. The correct answer is D. Designed to shear off and safely secure the liquid in the tanker during an accident. Safety valves on the bottom of a tank vehicle are designed to shear off and safely secure the liquid in the tanker during an accident. This minimizes spills on roadways. Question 21. Baffles within liquid cargo tanks typically do not hinder the surge's movement from A. Front to back, B. Side to side, C. Bottom to top, D. Inside to outside. The correct answer is B. Side to side. While baffles are effective at controlling forward and backward liquid surge, they may not entirely prevent lateral movement, side to side, of the liquid cargo. This underscores the importance of careful driving to manage the potential instability caused by such movements. Question 22. While inspecting a tank vehicle, it is important to check manhole covers by ensuring that they have gaskets and can close correctly. If not, A. Vents will not work. B. The vehicle will not be grounded. C. Hot air can escape. D. Leaks can occur. The correct answer is D. Leaks can occur. Manhole covers on tank vehicles have gaskets to prevent leaks if the vehicle were to roll over in an accident or when the vehicle bounces while driving. Question 23. Why is it advisable not to load a tank trailer to full capacity? A. To minimize road toll costs. B. Liquid expands and can leak out of the trailer. C. To decrease the number of stops. D. To accommodate extra cargo weight. The correct answer is B. Liquid expands and can leak out of the trailer. Loading a tank trailer completely full leaves no room for the liquid cargo to expand due to temperature changes during transit. This expansion can cause pressure buildup and even lead to leakage or spillage, creating safety hazards and potential environmental damage. Question 24. What is the primary purpose of baffles in a tanker? A. Enhance aerodynamic performance. B. Increase cargo storage capacity. C. Control forward and backward liquid surge. D. Reduce lateral movement during turns. The correct answer is C. Control forward and backward liquid surge. Baffles in a tanker are designed to regulate the movement of liquid cargo within the tank, minimizing both forward and backward surging during acceleration, deceleration, and sudden stops. This feature enhances the vehicle's stability and helps prevent potential accidents caused by uncontrolled liquid movement. Question 25. Prior to driving a tank vehicle with Class 1 hazmat liquid or gas, placards must be A. Properly secured to the left, front, right, and back sides of the vehicle. B. Properly secured to both sides of the vehicle only. C. Not needed if hauling less than 30,000 gallons of hazmat. D. Properly secured to the back, with the shipping papers and emergency response guide in the driver's side door. The correct answer is A. Properly secured to the left, front, right, and back sides of the vehicle. A placarded vehicle must have at least 4 identical placards. They are put on the front, rear, and both sides of the vehicle. Question 26. Tank vehicles should take highway curves and on-ramp by off-ramp curves. A. At posted speed limit to avoid rollovers. B. Well below the posted speeds. C. A little above the posted speed limit to control surges. D. With foot covering the brakes. The correct answer is B. Well below the posted speeds. Tank vehicles should take highway curves and on-ramp off-ramp curves well below the posted speeds, as they are at high risk of rolling over. Tankers can roll over at posted speed limits. Question 27. The amount of dense, heavy liquid, such as some acids, that can be loaded into a tank vehicle depends on A. The type of surge that will occur, the center of gravity, the size of the tank. B. The amount the liquid will expand in transit, the weight of the liquid, legal weight limits. C. The amount the liquid will expand in transit, legal weight limits, the center of gravity. D. The amount of baffles, the length of the trip, the weight listed on shipping papers. The correct answer is B. The amount the liquid will expand in transit, the weight of the liquid, legal weight limits. A full tank of dense liquid, such as some acids, may exceed legal weight limits. For that reason, tanks with heavy liquids are often only partially filled. The amount of liquid to load into a tank depends on the amount the liquid will expand in transit, the weight of the liquid, and legal weight limits. Question 28. What is essential to check when unloading the smaller tanks of a tank with bulkheads? A. Cargo temperature. B. Tanker weight. C. Tire pressure. D. Bulkhead integrity. The correct answer is D. Bulkhead integrity. When unloading the smaller tanks of a tanker equipped with bulkheads, it is crucial to check the bulkhead integrity. Bulkheads are partitions or walls that separate compartments inside the tank. Ensuring their integrity is vital to prevent any leakage or mixing of the different cargoes. A damaged or compromised bulkhead could lead to contamination of the cargo, potential safety hazards, and may violate regulations governing hazardous materials transportation. Therefore, verifying the condition of the bulkheads is a critical safety measure during the unloading process. Question 29. The optimal approach to navigating a curve with a tanker involves reducing your speed to a safe level prior to entering the curve, and then blank while traversing it. A. Brake aggressively. B. Apply the parking brake. C. Turn the steering wheel quickly. D. Accelerate slightly. The correct answer is D. Accelerate slightly. When going through a curve with a tanker, applying a slight acceleration helps to maintain consistent and controlled movement, reducing the risk of the liquid cargo sloshing and contributing to better stability throughout the turn. Question 30. The amount of dense, heavy liquid, such as some acids, that can be loaded into a tank vehicle depends on A. The type of surge that will occur, the center of gravity, the size of the tank. B. The amount the liquid will expand in transit, the weight of the liquid, legal weight limits. C. The amount the liquid will expand in transit, legal weight limits, the center of gravity. D. The amount of baffles, the length of the trip, the weight listed on shipping papers. The correct answer is B. The amount the liquid will expand in transit, the weight of the liquid, legal weight limits. A full tank of dense liquid, such as some acids, may exceed legal weight limits. For that reason, tanks with heavy liquids are often only partially filled. The amount of liquid to load into a tank depends on the amount the liquid will expand in transit, the weight of the liquid, and legal weight limits. Question 31. What is the term used to describe the liquid-tight partitions between compartments within tanks? A. Dividers. B. Partitions. C. Separators. D. Bulkheads. The correct answer is D. Bulkheads. Bulkheads are the solid partitions inside tanks that effectively create separate compartments, preventing the movement of liquid cargo from one section to another. This design feature helps maintain cargo integrity, stability, and safety during transportation. Question 32. Drivers of tank vehicles who haul hazardous materials or waste in amounts requiring placards must add a blank endorsement to their CDL. A. X, B, T, C, Z, D, P. The correct answer is A. X. Drivers of tank vehicles who haul hazardous materials or waste in amounts requiring placards must add an X endorsement to their CDL. Question 33. Bulkheads are different from baffled tanks because A. Baffled tanks have bulkheads in them with holes that let the liquid flow through. B. Bulkheads have only one hole in them to prevent a liquid surge. C. Baffled tanks are easier to clean than those with only bulkheads. D. Bulkheads help prevent front-to-back surges, while baffles help prevent side-to-side surges. The correct answer is A. Baffled tanks have bulkheads in them with holes that let the liquid flow through. Baffled tanks have bulkheads in them with holes that let the liquid flow through, and bulkheads themselves do not have any holes. They simply create smaller tanks within the tank vehicle. Question 34. Exercising great caution is vital when operating smooth-bore tankers, particularly during instances of A. Adverse weather conditions. B. Sharp turns on straight roads. C. Passing other vehicles. D. Starting or stopping. The correct answer is D. Starting or stopping. Smooth-bore tankers lack internal baffles to control liquid movement, making the vehicle susceptible to surge during acceleration or deceleration. Being extra cautious during these maneuvers helps maintain vehicle stability and prevent uncontrolled liquid motion. Question 35. How is outage defined in the context of tanker transportation? A. The amount of liquid spilled during loading. B. Free space left in a tanker to allow for expansion of the liquid from temperature changes. C. The time taken for unloading a tanker. D. The distance between two tankers on the road. The correct answer is B. Free space left in a tanker to allow for expansion of the liquid from temperature changes. Outage is a crucial consideration to prevent overfilling and accommodate potential volume changes due to varying temperatures, promoting safe and efficient liquid transport. Question 36. What attribute contributes to the increased difficulty in handling liquid tankers? A. High center of gravity of the cargo. B. Narrow width of the tires. C. Lighter weight of the tanker. D. Smooth road conditions. The correct answer is A. High center of gravity of the cargo. The positioning of the cargo's center of gravity higher up in the tanker can lead to instability and challenges in maneuvering, emphasizing the need for cautious driving techniques. Question 37. The amount of dense, heavy liquid, such as some acids, that can be loaded into a tank vehicle depends on A. The type of surge that will occur, the center of gravity, the size of the tank. B. The amount the liquid will expand in transit, the weight of the liquid, legal weight limits. C. The amount the liquid will expand in transit, legal weight limits, the center of gravity. D. The amount of baffles, the length of the trip, the weight listed on shipping papers. The correct answer is B. The amount the liquid will expand in transit, the weight of the liquid, legal weight limits. A full tank of dense liquid, such as some acids, may exceed legal weight limits. For that reason, tanks with heavy liquids are often only partially filled. The amount of liquid to load into a tank depends on the amount the liquid will expand in transit, the weight of the liquid, and legal weight limits. Question 38. What factor determines the quantity of liquid to be loaded into a tank? A. The tanker's manufacturing date. B. The legal weight limits. C. The driver's preference. D. The road's speed limits. The correct answer is B. The legal weight limits. The amount of liquid loaded into a tank must adhere to the legal weight limits specified by regulations. This ensures safe transportation and prevents overloading that could compromise vehicle stability and road safety. Question 39. Unbaffled tanks are those that usually transport A. Dense liquids, such as some acids. B. Hazmat products, such as gasoline. C. Liquid gas products, such as propane. D. Food-grade products, such as milk. The correct answer is D. Food-grade products, such as milk. Unbaffled tanks are usually those that transport food products such as milk. Sanitation regulations forbid the use of baffles because of the difficulty in cleaning the inside of the tank. Question 40. What should you do in the event of an emergency that requires you to stop your tanker or face a collision? A. Apply the brakes firmly and come to a sudden stop. B. Swerve sharply to avoid the collision. C. Maintain control and steer the vehicle off the road. D. Gradually reduce speed and safely pull off the road if possible. The correct answer is D. Gradually reduce speed and safely pull off the road if possible. In the event of an emergency that necessitates stopping the tanker or facing a collision, the best course of action is to avoid sudden, aggressive maneuvers. Applying the brakes firmly and coming to an abrupt stop or swerving sharply can be dangerous, especially when transporting liquids in a tanker, as it could lead to loss of control and potential rollover hazards. Instead, the driver should maintain control of the vehicle and gradually reduce speed, if possible. The goal is to safely pull off the road, if conditions allow, and minimize the risk of a collision with other vehicles or obstacles. Staying calm and composed during emergencies is crucial for ensuring the safety of both the driver and others on the road. Question 41. Tank vehicles come in various types and sizes. Be sure to check the blank to make sure the vehicle's pre- and post-trip inspections are correctly done. A. FMCSA's website for updated tanker regulations. B. Company's MSDS, Material Safety Data Sheet Procedures. C. Operator's Manual. D. Shipping Requirements. The correct answer is C. Operator's Manual, because tank vehicles come in many types and sizes and have a variety of features as well as special purpose equipment. It is important to check the vehicle's operator manual to be sure it is being inspected correctly. Ultimately, the driver will be responsible for the maneuvering of the vehicle. It is important to fully know the equipment. Question 42. ACLP, Commercial. Learner's permit holder with an N endorsement may only operate in blank tank vehicle and is prohibited from operating any tank vehicle that previously contained hazardous materials that has not been purged of any residue. A. Loaded. B. Partially loaded. C. Water. D. Empty. The correct answer is D, empty. A CLP, Commercial Learner's Permit holder with an N endorsement, may only operate an empty tank vehicle and is prohibited from operating any tank vehicle that previously contained hazardous materials that has not been purged of any residue. Question 43. What is the definition of a surge? A. High voltage current caused by a damaged electrical connection. B. When a wave of liquid movement hits the end of the tank and pushes the truck forward. C. Sudden movement of liquid in various directions while maneuvering a tank vehicle. D. When a wave of liquid movement hits the front of the truck and pushes it backward. The correct answer is C. Sudden movement of liquid in various directions while maneuvering a tank vehicle. A. Liquid surge can be defined as liquid within a tanker, creating waves that rush to the front, back, left, or right of the vehicle. This occurs when starting, stopping, turning left, right, or taking curves. Surges can be very dangerous, as they can push a stopped vehicle through an intersection or cause a rollover on curvy roads. Question 44. A tank vehicle is described as a vehicle designed for transporting A. Heavy machinery. B. Passengers. C. Construction materials. D. Liquid. The correct answer is D. Liquid. A tank vehicle is specifically designed to transport liquids, such as water, chemicals, or other liquids, in bulk quantities. These vehicles are equipped with tanks that are tailored to safely hold and transport various types of liquids. Question 45. What is the purpose of incorporating baffles in certain tankers? A. To control forward and back liquid surge. Baffles are employed in tankers to prevent excessive movement of liquid cargo during acceleration, deceleration, or turns, thereby promoting better vehicle stability and safer transport. Question 46. What can be a result of side-to-side surge in a tanker? A. Increased fuel consumption. B. Enhanced lateral stability. C. Improved braking performance. D. Loss of vehicle control. The correct answer is D. Loss of vehicle control. Side-to-side surge, also known as lateral surge or sloshing, can lead to a loss of vehicle control. When the liquid cargo inside the tanker shifts from side to side, it can cause an imbalance in the vehicle's weight distribution, potentially leading to instability. This can be particularly hazardous during sharp turns, sudden lane changes, or emergency maneuvers, as the driver may struggle to maintain control over the tanker. To mitigate the risks associated with side-to-side surge, drivers should adopt cautious driving techniques, reduce speed before curves or turns, and avoid abrupt steering inputs or rapid accelerations. Ensuring that the liquid cargo is adequately secured and that the tanker's baffles are in place can also help minimize the effects of side-to-side surge and maintain overall vehicle stability. Question 47. What is the function of stop valves in a cargo tank? A. Regulate the temperature of the liquid cargo. B. Prevent liquid cargo from sloshing inside the tank. C. Control the flow and release of the liquid cargo. D. Reduce the weight of the cargo for better handling. The correct answer is C. Control the flow and release of the liquid cargo. Stop valves in a cargo tank serve the purpose of controlling the flow and release of the liquid cargo. These valves are designed to open and close, allowing the driver or operator to manage the flow of the liquid during loading, unloading, and transportation processes. By operating the stop valves, the driver can regulate the rate at which the liquid cargo is dispensed, ensuring safe and efficient handling. Properly controlling the flow of the liquid cargo helps prevent spills, overfilling, and ensures compliance with loading and unloading procedures. Stop valves are vital safety components in cargo tanks, contributing to the secure transportation of liquid cargo and reducing the risk of environmental hazards and accidents. Question 48. If a tank vehicle has the following special purpose equipment, ensure that it works. A. Vapor recovery kits, grounding and bonding cables, emergency shutoff systems, built-in fire extinguisher. B. Valve release kits, grounding and bonding cables, emergency generator, built-in batteries. C. Grounding and bonding cables, emergency phone system, built-in mount socket. D. Optic socket, Scully groundhog system, emergency shut-on system. The correct answer is A. Vapor recovery kits, grounding and bonding cables, emergency shut-off systems, built-in fire extinguisher. Vapor recovery kits, grounding and bonding cables, emergency shutoff systems, and built-in fire extinguishers are some very important life-saving and special-purpose equipment in which the driver of a tank vehicle must be familiar with. It is extremely important to be sure that they are in good working order. Question 49. Hauling liquids in tankers demands extra attention due to two specific factors. One of these factors is the tanker's blank center of gravity. A. Low. B. High. C. Fixed. D. Dynamic. The correct answer is B. High. Tankers have a high center of gravity, making them more prone to instability and tipping, which requires cautious driving techniques to maintain control and prevent accidents. Question 50. What is the purpose of the cladding in a tanker? A. To increase the tanker's weight capacity. B. To protect the tanker from corrosion. C. To regulate the temperature of the liquid cargo. D. To improve the aerodynamics of the tanker. The correct answer is B. To protect the tanker from corrosion. The cladding in a tanker serves the purpose of protecting the tanker from corrosion. Tankers are often exposed to various weather conditions and the corrosive nature of certain liquid cargoes they transport. Cladding, typically made of corrosion-resistant materials, forms a protective layer on the tanker's exterior, shielding it from the damaging effects of moisture, chemicals, and other corrosive substances. By preventing corrosion, the cladding helps maintain the structural integrity of the tanker, prolongs its lifespan, and ensures the safe transportation of liquid cargoes. Regular maintenance and inspection of the cladding are essential to detect and address any signs of damage or wear, promoting the long-term durability and reliability of the tanker. Question 51. What factors determine the appropriate amount of liquid to load into a tank? A. The distance to the destination. B. The size of the tank. C. The type of cargo being transported. D. The driver's level of experience. The correct answer is C. The type of cargo being transported. The amount of liquid to load into a tank depends on the type of cargo being transported. Different liquids have varying densities, weights, and characteristics, which directly affect the tank's load capacity. It is essential for the driver to know the specific requirements of the cargo and ensure that the tank is loaded with the appropriate amount to comply with weight limits and maintain stability during transportation. Overloading the tank with excess liquid can lead to safety hazards, such as reduced vehicle control, increased braking distances, and potential damage to the tank structure. Therefore, understanding the type of cargo and adhering to load regulations are vital for safe and efficient transportation of liquids in tanks. Question 52. What defines a baffled tanker? A. Multiple compartments to hold different liquids. B. Built-in heating systems to control liquid temperature. C. Specially designed caps for easy filling and emptying. D. Internal partitions to reduce liquid movement during transportation. The correct answer is D. Internal partitions to reduce liquid movement during transportation. A baffled tanker is a type of tanker that has internal partitions, also known as baffles, installed to reduce liquid movement during transportation. These baffles act as barriers inside the tanker, preventing excessive sloshing and shifting of the liquid cargo. By dividing the tanker's interior into smaller compartments, the baffles help to stabilize the cargo, lower the center of gravity, and improve the overall vehicle's handling and stability. This design is particularly important when transporting liquids, as it reduces the risk of rollovers and loss of control, promoting safer transportation practices. Question 53. A tanker endorsement is needed if your vehicle A. requires a Class A, B, and D license, B. has an aggregated weight of 115 gallons of liquid or liquid gas, C. is transporting any hazardous medical waste, D. is hauling liquid gas in a tank with an individual rated capacity of 120 gallons. The correct answer is D. is hauling liquid gas in a tank with an individual rated capacity of 120 gallons. A tank endorsement is required if your vehicle needs a Class A or B CDL and you want to haul a liquid or liquid gas in a tank, or tanks having an individual rated capacity of more than 119 gallons. Question 54. How can you mitigate the impact of liquid surge when driving a tanker? A. Braking far in advance and increasing your stopping distance. B. Using sudden and sharp braking maneuvers. C. Increasing your speed to stabilize the liquid. D. Ignoring the surge and maintaining a constant speed. The correct answer is A. Braking far in advance and increasing your stopping distance. To minimize the effects of liquid surge in a tanker, it's important to anticipate stops and brake earlier than usual, allowing for a greater stopping distance. This approach helps prevent sudden surges in the liquid cargo, enhancing overall vehicle stability and reducing the risk of accidents. Question 55. What is the meaning of outage in the context of tanker operations? A. A sudden surge in liquid cargo. B. A loss of electrical power in the tanker. C. An unexpected increase in fuel consumption. D. A decrease in the vehicle's overall weight. The correct answer is B. A loss of electrical power in the tanker. In the context of tanker operations, outage refers to a loss of electrical power in the tanker. Tankers often rely on electrical systems for various functions, such as lighting, communication, safety equipment, and sometimes even engine control. An outage can occur due to various reasons, such as a malfunctioning electrical system, a dead battery, or other electrical failures. When an outage happens, it can affect the safe operation of the tanker and may require immediate attention to diagnose and resolve the issue. It is crucial for tanker drivers to be prepared for such situations, carry essential tools and equipment, and follow appropriate procedures to handle electrical outages effectively and safely during transportation. Question 56. Why is it important to be aware of the outage required for the liquids you transport? A. To estimate the delivery time accurately. B. To determine the appropriate tank cleaning procedure. C. To ensure proper ventilation during transportation. D. To prevent overfilling and accommodate liquid expansion. The correct answer is D. To prevent overfilling and accommodate liquid expansion. Being aware of the outage required for the liquids you carry is crucial to prevent overfilling of the tanker. Some liquids, especially those that expand or contract due to temperature changes, require extra space, outage, in the tank to accommodate this expansion without causing spills or potential hazards. By knowing the correct outage, you can ensure that the tanker is loaded with the right amount of liquid to allow for expansion and maintain safe transportation conditions. Additionally, this knowledge helps you comply with regulations and prevent any potential environmental and safety issues during the transportation process. Question 57. What is typically not restrained by baffles in liquid cargo tanks? A. Liquid sloshing. B. Surge movement. C. Lateral shifting. D. Temperature fluctuations. The correct answer is B. Surge movement. Baffles in liquid cargo tanks are designed to minimize the movement and sloshing of the liquid during transportation, reducing the risk of losing vehicle stability. However, they do not entirely prevent the movement of surge, which refers to the sudden forward or backward motion of the liquid cargo when the vehicle accelerates, decelerates, or makes sharp turns. Surge movement can still occur despite the presence of baffles, and it is essential for drivers to be aware of this phenomenon and adapt their driving techniques accordingly to maintain control over the tanker and ensure a safe transportation process. Question 58. In the event of a brake failure, when should the driver utilize a truck escape ramp? A. As a preventive measure during steep descents. B. When the vehicle is running low on fuel. C. During routine rest stops on the highway. D. After the scheduled delivery time has passed. The correct answer is A. As a preventive measure during steep descents. In the unfortunate situation of a brake failure, the driver should use a truck escape ramp as a preventive measure during steep descents. A truck escape ramp is a designated safety feature located on some downhill sections of roads to assist drivers in emergencies like brake failure. When descending steep grades, the vehicle's weight and momentum can increase, making it challenging to stop or control the truck if the brakes fail. The escape ramp provides a safe area where the driver can guide the truck, allowing the incline and other features to slow down the vehicle gradually and bring it to a stop. It is essential for drivers to be aware of escape ramp locations and use them when necessary to avoid potential accidents and ensure the safety of the driver, passengers, and other road users. Question 59. While driving a tanker truck, what is the most likely consequence when the front wheels start to skid? A. Improved steering control. B. Enhanced braking performance. C. Reduced vehicle stability. D. Increased acceleration. The correct answer is C. Reduced vehicle stability. When the front wheels of a tanker truck start to skid, the most likely consequence is reduced vehicle stability. Skidding occurs when the front wheels lose traction with the road surface, leading to a loss of control over the direction of the vehicle. In a tanker truck, this situation can be particularly hazardous due to the potential for cargo sloshing, which may exacerbate the loss of stability. To mitigate the risk of skidding, drivers should avoid sudden braking or accelerating, especially on slippery or uneven surfaces. Maintaining proper tire pressure and tread, as well as driving at appropriate speeds for the road conditions, can also help prevent skidding and ensure safer operation of the tanker truck. Question 60. What type of act is considered a crime? A. Speeding on the highway. B. Overtaking a slower vehicle. C. Robbing a bank. D. Crossing the street at a red light. The correct answer is C. Robbing a bank. Robbing a bank is considered a crime. Crimes are actions that violate the law and are subject to legal penalties. Bank robbery involves forcibly taking money or assets from a bank or financial institution without proper authorization, which is illegal and punishable by law. Speeding on the highway, overtaking a slower vehicle, and crossing the street at a red light are traffic violations, which may result in fines or penalties, but they are not classified as crimes in the same sense as bank robbery. Crimes are more severe offenses that typically involve harming others, damaging property, or violating fundamental laws of society.
Hope you enjoyed this video. If you still need more practice, then check out these videos or click the first link in the description to get your cheat sheet, which will help you pass your CDL exam on your first try.